Today I'm taking a walk along DeKalb Avenue in Ridgewood, Queens. Previously I filmed on DeKalb in Bushwick, Brooklyn, and this is the continuation of that film. Just to make a story out of nothing, today I'm going to tell you why this street is called DeKalb and why the name is used in various places across the United States. Okay, so who was Baron de Kalb? And why are there so many streets, neighbourhoods, parks and districts named after him? Johann de Kalb was a French military officer who served as a major general in the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War and was mortally wounded while fighting the British Army during the Battle of Camden. Kalb served with distinguished honour in the War of the Austrian Succession in Flanders. During the 7 Years' War, he was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel and made Assistant Quartermaster General in the Army of the Upper Rhine, a division created by the disbanding of the Loewendal Regiment. He won the Order of Military Merit in 1763 and was elevated to the nobility with the title of Baron. In 1768, he travelled to America on a covert mission for de Choiseul on behalf of France to determine the level of discontent among colonists. During the trip, he gained a respect for the colonists and their spirit of independence. De Kalb was assigned to command a division of Maryland and Delaware troops, and he was ordered south to the Carolinas in command of these reinforcements. During the British Southern Campaign, he was disappointed to learn that Horatio Gates had been appointed to command instead of him. Gates led the army to a disastrous defeat at the Battle of Camden on August 16, 1780. De Kalb's horse was shot from under him, causing him to tumble to the ground. Before he could get up, he was shot 3 times and bayoneted repeatedly by British soldiers. His friend and aide, the Chevalier de Buisson, was seriously wounded, blocking additional blows with his own body. Upon seeing de Kalb, General Cornwallis told him, "I am sorry, sir, to see you. Not sorry that you were vanquished, but sorry to see you so badly wounded." It is reported that Cornwallis supervised as de Kalb's wounds were dressed by his own surgeons in Camden, South Carolina. As he lay dying, de Kalb was reported to have said to a British officer, "I thank you, sir, for your generous sympathy, but I die the death I always prayed for, the death of a soldier fighting for the rights of man." He died 3 days later and was buried in Camden. Upon visiting de Kalb's grave several years after his death, George Washington is reported to have said, "So, there lies the brave de Kalb, the generous stranger who came from a distant land to fight our battles and to water with his blood the tree of liberty. Would to God he had lived to share its fruits." De Kalb was greatly revered by his contemporaries. Numerous towns and counties in the US are named after him, in Alabama, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Mississippi, Missouri, New York, Tennessee, and Texas. Streets include the DeKalb Avenue in Brooklyn, New York City, Merrick, New York, DeKalb Pike between King of Prussia and Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania, and others. In Brooklyn, New York, the Knights of Columbus established the Baron DeKalb Council, number 1073, in 1906, named in his honor. His portrait was painted posthumously by Charles Wilson Peale. In 1886, a monument to Baron de Kalb was erected on the grounds of the Maryland State House to honor his contributions to the American Revolution. 2 warships of the US Navy were named after him, the Civil War river ironclad USS Baron de Kalb, and the World War I troop transport USS DeKalb. So that was it, the story of Baron de Kalb. Next week I will be back to filming on a regular basis now that the weather has returned to a human level. And if all goes well, I'm going to try and go live on Monday just to test the feature out. There is an old mafia restaurant just up the road from me that I might use as a backdrop. Or perhaps I will stand at the nearest intersection so that you can all watch impatient New York drivers blowing their horns. Bye for now, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you all real soon.